kind of ideology that is taking hold in the Philippines. Sara Duterte is also doing way better than her dad, right? So I think that's also something to keep in mind, because everyone's talking about Duterte as a landslide winner in 2016, but this is looking even more decisive,
than a landslide.
right? More decisive. So I think that also matters, and that's something that we have to keep in mind.
Sandali lang, Richard, no? We just have to say this, that we're expecting
speech?
a speech. Uy, thank you, Ko-Anchor. Ano ka ba? From Bongbong Marcos, from his headquarters. Kasi kanina, ang sabi ni Attorney Vic was that he was somewhere in NCR because I had asked if he is in the Mandaluyong headquarters. But we are expecting that. We don't know at what time this is going to happen. Maybe they're waiting for a certain vote threshold. And, by the way, like I was explaining earlier, Richard, because Edwin Lacerda was here last Friday. He was talking about the percentage of votes na kailangan, and well, Edwin will be here later, past midnight. Then we look at the numbers again. But anyway, okay. So again, back to you, Richard. So with this BBM with 21.7 million votes and then 10.2 million Lenny. And then, everybody follows, and then yung mga lower ranking candidates, no?
Pacquiao usually benefited from not showing up in that press con. I mean, you could really see that the two guys, the stars
the Easter
of that,
Sunday press conference,
our favorite discussion the other month. Pacquiao seems to have benefited from that, and I know it's a very big distance, but a top 3 for Pacquiao is probably something they could take home, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what is the basis for a certain threshold we're hearing from certain side, but I hate to say it, but I've been kind of implying this for quite some time. I think some strategic reboot, some going back to the drawing board, and all of that should be done by at least one camp here today. I mean,
who are you referring to?
Opposition, for that matter. I mean, the thing is this: yes, you can have grand rallies, you can have all of the celebrities supporting you, all of that, but perhaps they should have been done earlier to generate momentum and all. As we mentioned, as time passes by, there's a diminishing elasticity in terms of voter preference. And we saw that exactly happening. I think if in January, Lenny picked up the momentum, had the grand rallies, perhaps she had a better chance of cracking the kind of lead that Marcos was building up. And if I think the East camp handled the communications better, everything we were saying over the past few months, I think we could have had a far more competitive race. But this is not looking anywhere close to the competitiveness that some camps were expecting, right? So what I'm saying is, some huge I mean, this is it. I'm just going to say it. 2019 should have given us a preview of what could happen in 2022, right? 2019 was such a dominant race for the administration. Not a single opposition candidate made it to the Senate for the first time in 81 years. I mean, there should have been a serious post-mortem analysis from then. I'm not sure how much of a serious post-mortem analysis was done. So, in a way, I think, because Lenny's potential was humongous. I mean, the kind of excitement, the whole color reboot, the progressive people that she attracted, I think all of that shows she has a tremendous potential. But you may have a Ferrari, but if you don't have the best driver, right? That's not going to be reflected in terms of the speed you're going to get on the road. So I think that's why there should be some very serious real talk among certain camps who perhaps expected to do far better today.
Some very serious real talk, reboot in time for the midterm elections and for 2028 if they still want to be alive by then.
Yeah, sorry, I'm cutting you. Remember the Democrats, when they won Georgia, Abrams, right, the lady who was behind the surge of Democrats, she started that process in 2010 and 11, and it paid off in 2020. So sometimes in politics, it's not a matter of months, it's a matter of years of preparation.
It's a marathon.
And the Marcoses have been playing this marathon since they returned in 1991. They never left they never left power. They just left Malacanang a bit and been knocking on it for the past 3 decades, and they may finally get through. I mean, this is what we're looking at. So this is a really, really historic moment. This is not just another election.
And like you said, this is it. But anyway, okay, we're going to have to speak now first to acting COMEX spokesman John Rex Laudianco. Attorney Laudianco, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Kamusta po? And Good evening to all the viewers and listeners.
Yes. Attorney, can you tell us first how much of the votes are in and how much of the precincts counted so far?
Right now, ma'am, if you look at our election results website, and that's 2022electionresults.comelec.gov.ph, our election returns as received by 10 p.m. is at 70.95%, meaning out of the 106,174 election returns expected to be received, we already have 75,340 election returns. And that's really quick.
Wow, 70.95%. And this is what percentage of the votes? Yung 63.78% of ERs, 53.43%. So ngayon, nasa 55% na tayo ng boto, Attorney?
Based on the election returns, meaning these are results po coming from the precincts, of the 106,174 precincts that were activated for the 2022 elections, 75,340 na po ang